Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, Mavericks owner Patrick Dumont defended the Luka trade. Take a listen, Ocho, to what he had to say.
It is.
So tough decisions are never easy. And part of leadership is looking at risk and looking at all the factors of a decision and being willing to act at that time and look to the long term and not only think about the short term or how it may be received immediately, but to think about the long-term benefits and what it may allow you to achieve if given all the right considerations.
Man, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No disrespect to Pat, no disrespect, but the long-term move was having Luka there. Now, if you're having issues with what he does off the court, there's a simple conversation that needs to be had. That's all you have to do. Listen, we view you as our long-term plan, a long-term asset, the long-term nucleus for our team going into the future. We want to build around you because we understand how special you are and what you can do for us. You just got us to the NBA Finals last year. The previous year, based on what you can do on the court. Now you let that go. With great understanding, Luka's ain't just falling from the tree every season. It's just not happening. There's really no way you can defend that trade. Now I understand the issues that were happening off the court, some of the things that they didn't see fit that would probably harm him, years down the line. That's a simple conversation, Unc. Especially when you want to invest that kind of money that he was going to make, and he probably still going to make it, just going to happen to be somewhere else now. Mm-hmm. You don't let a player of that magnitude go that gives you that type of production. You don't. Because like you said as well, when is the last time something like this has it ever happened before? There's a reason why. There's certain players you don't let go of. You think every superstar was perfect behind the scenes? You think Kobe didn't have issues despite his dedication and discipline and structure when it came to playing? You think Michael Jordan didn't have issues that we don't know about outside of playing the game of basketball? Come on, now. Ain't nobody perfect, a 10 of 10 when it comes to wanting to invest in them, but understanding what they give you from a business perspective and what they can do on the court long term. Come on, man, stop playing. That answer was a whole bunch of nothing.
The problem is that he called it a long-term move, and Nico Harrison said it was a trade to win now move. I'm looking at it. You just went to the NBA Finals, like you said, Ocho. That's winning now. I'm confused when I can see, okay, we got some ass, but you said you're trying to win now. Bro, you just went to the NBA Finals. You just did that. It's not like you hadn't made the playoff in a couple of years, right. Ocho. It's not like you got knocked out in the first round, Ocho. It was a situation you went to the NBA Finals. So that is winning. You're winning. Now, you didn't win the ultimate prize, but damn, normally we don't see a team break a team up, and that's what they did because you took the key piece out after going to an NBA Finals, unless said individual is unhappy. Right. But because Luka never voiced that I wanted to be traded, that's what's so surprising. That's why the greatest trade. Kareem wanted to leave. Orlando allowed Shaq to become a free agent. And they had a poll, and they said, who should they pay, Penny or Shaq? And the poll said they should pay Penny. Shaq took that as an insult, as disrespectful, a slap in the face. He said, okay, that's what y'all want to do? Boom. Yeah. They also said it was too much money because I forget who it was that had just become the highest paid, and they something to the fact that they didn't think the fans didn't think Shaq deserved that kind of money. So, guys like Shaq, you don't let them become free agents. You try to extend them as soon as you possibly can. As soon as the window open and you could offer them a max contract, you give it to them. A 24-year-old Shaq, and well, we see what happened when he went to the Lakers. But normally, guys like Luka, don't get traded unless they ask to get traded. Kareem asked to get traded. Kareem was a 3-time league MVP. He was a finals MVP. He had gone to the finals. He had won the scoring title. He wanted to get out of Milwaukee. They obliged him. Guys this age, this skilled, this talented, this dominant, you're not just moving them on your own volition. Doesn't happen. Not at this age. Now, it come a time we saw AI get traded, but AI wasn't 25. And AI didn't ask to get traded, but the organization thought it was in the best interest, thought some of the things that were going on off the court, and they moved on from AI. But 25-year-old AI, they ain't moving it.
Not. You understand.
And so I'm
understand.
But
I was just saying you understand the product. You understand the product that you're getting on the field. I used a scenario last night. American Gangster. Denzel Washington, Cuba Gooding Jr. There's nothing wrong with Blue Magic. You got Blue Magic. Why are you touching it? Why are you touching it? There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine just how it is. The product sells itself. Luka is the product. It sells itself. Why are you touching it? What are we doing? A player of his magnitude. You know what? All the hookah, all the beer. God damn it. You've been part of the NBA, GMs, presidents, managers. You understand everybody drink. Everybody smoke. Everybody does some things, some extracurricular things outside of that as well. But we ain't trading them. Mm-hmm. Especially talk about this is for long term. Long term what? Lucas ain't walking through that door. If Lucas been walking through that door, I mean, a lot of other teams would have success a lot more frequently. Come on, man.
This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by Cologuard, a non-invasive colon cancer screening test. Did you know colon cancer is considered one of the most preventable yet least prevented cancers? When caught in the early stages, colon cancer has a survival rate of 90%. So screening and early detections are key to reducing overall colon cancer deaths. That's why the American Cancer Society recommends that if you're at average risk, you begin screening for colon cancer at age 45. And a convenient way to do that is with Cologuard test. The Cologuard test allows you to be in control of your colon cancer screening through prescription-based tests delivered to your door with none of the prep that's required for a colonoscopy. No liquid prep, no days off, no invasive procedures. Plus, Cologuard test is affordable. Most insured patients pay $0, and a follow-up colonoscopy is needed after a positive Cologuard test. This is usually covered by insurance also. So if you're 45 years of older and at average risk, you can ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can also request a Cologuard prescription today at Cologuard.com/podcast. The Cologuard test is intended to screen adults 45 and older at average risk for colorectal cancer. Do not use Cologuard test if you have had adenemas, have inflammatory bowel disease, and certain hereditary syndromes, or personal or family history of colorectal cancer. The Cologuard test is not a replacement for colonoscopies. High-risk patients' Cologuard test in adults 45 to 49 is estimated based on a large clinical study of patients 50 and older. False positives and false negatives can occur. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Luka is not a generational talent. Luka is a transcendent talent. Because the generation is 20 years. Guys don't come along. This is transcendent. He's and for me, Ocho, if I'm Patrick Dumont, if I'm anybody, Nico Harrison, if I'm anybody in the Mavericks organization, I am not going to talk about this because all you do, stirring old poop, it still stinks. All you do is peel the scab off a wound that's still very fresh, but it's starting to scab over. You just ripped the scab off and got to start this thing all over again because all the fans heard is like, man, this man, I can't believe this man. And did you hear what he said? That's what the fans are thinking. Did you hear what he said? He talking about long-term goal. Man,
stop lying.
We just went to the NBA Finals last year. You're lying to yourself.
You're lying to yourself.
Yeah, but if I'm them, I'm done talking about this. This subject, Ocho. I'm not bringing it up no more, Ocho, because I can't. There's
no win.
At some point in time, you got to come to the conclusion, Ocho. There is nothing you can say, even if you were to win a title, people people gonna say, we could have won a title with Luka. Who's to say we wouldn't have won that title with Luka, Ocho?
Yeah. But he won't have to worry about that because they're not going to be able to win a title.
Ocho, the pain did not stop there for Dallas. Southwest Airlines, after 54 years, decided to up their check bag policy, and now they're charging customers by throwing shade at the Mavs. It's not like we traded Luka.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a great one.
Business is all about advertising. How do we grasp the viewing eye and make them say, oh, that was good. You know what? I want to fly with them. Despite them changing the policy and finally having to pay for bags. That was so clever. I'm going to fly with Southwest just because. I mean, I'm not changing, my love for Spirit Airlines, but that was a good one. That was great advertising. I don't know who came up with that. It was short, quick, and to the point. Perfect scenario.
Because the thing is, Ocho, is that, there are certain things that are catchy, like the State Farm, like Flow with Progressive, like Allstate with Mayhem, like Budweiser. Bud, why? You know what I'm saying? The Clydesdales. Remember the Clydesdales commercial with the horses and the dogs and so forth and so on? That's what he wanted to be.
Hey, I don't know who that Allstate, that Mayhem commercials, but Buddy's classic. I don't know who's behind the creative directing on, but that's classic. Oh, that's funny.
Right. Jake from State Farm, Mayhem from Allstate, Flow from Progressive.
Really,
they're synonymous. I don't know what Flow is going to do. Hey, you remember the Wendy's commercial with Grandma? Where's the beef?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So in this situation right here, look. This is maybe over time because eventually, 20, 30 years from now, people won't remember. Milwaukee traded Kareem. You don't remember that. People think Kareem played his whole career in L.A. He didn't. That happens. It definitely happens. And, it's like, and he was homegrown. We took a young kid out of Slovenia. Not extremely terribly athletic. He doesn't jump very high. He doesn't run very fast. All I know, he puts the ball in the basket at an elite level. He has the third highest scoring average in NBA history, only behind Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, and it's Luka Doncic. History. He has the second highest scoring average in playoff history, behind one Michael Jordan. They're not going to forget that soon. Over time, we forget a lot of stuff over time. That's just the way the human mind is after a while. But it ain't happening anytime soon. And because anything that he does, people are going to go back. And plus, we got internet. Maybe it would have been different if Kareem came up in an era where you had internet and you had 24-hour news cycles and people talk sports all the time. 24 hours a day, 365, maybe it'll be different. But sports is different now than what it was back then, Ocho. It's vastly different because the way we cover it, the way we talk about it, the way we consume it. And with all that being said, people are going to be mad in Dallas at the Mavericks for a long-ass time.
And he's not going to make it no easier on his end playing the way he's playing. When LeBron comes back and they continue to have success together on the court, it's going to always be brought up over and over and over and over. This is who they traded.
Hey, but don't lose sight of that. I understand y'all didn't trade Luka, but y'all charging for check bags now. So let's keep the focus on the focus. I get it; it's very catchy. It's not like we traded Luka, but y'all charging money for those bags. And I remember when they first instituted charging for check bags, Ocho. I was like, man, everybody like that ain't gonna last long. That ain't gonna last long. People gonna stop flying. Okay, well, how you gonna get from California to Florida?
You gonna fly?
How you gonna get from New York to South Carolina? Exactly.
You ain't gonna drive. I know that.
You gonna fly? Hell nah. So, and guess what? What normally happens is that when one airline does something, what does everybody else do?
Follow right behind. Follow right behind, because you got to make it up for a reason. They charge you for check bags for a reason. You got to make money. This is a business, no matter how you see it.
And think about the money, because think about it, Ocho. They give you one, and then they charge you if the bag is over a certain weight.
Yeah.
They charge you what? How much is it? $1 a pound?
For real.
Yeah,
I do my best. I do my best, regardless of how long I'm going somewhere, to always take a carry-on. I take a carry-on in a duffel. I try not to take suitcases.
I try to do the same thing, but sometimes when you're traveling 8 cities in 10 days, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Now listen, you can always use my method. A method I've been using for a very long time. It's cost efficient and it works going from city to city. Now, if you got how many days you said 8 cities in 10 days? Now, if you got 8 cities in 10 days, what you have to understand is all you have to do is take 3 pairs of shoes. Use the same outfit. Have a bunch of underwear, tank tops, and t-shirts. Always change, but use the same outfit, but change your shoes after each city, because the outfit resets itself. So if you're in Chicago on Monday and you got to go to say, let's say LA on Tuesday, all you do is wear the same outfit, but change your shoes, and the outfit resets itself based on a different location. So that's you have to pack multiple outfits. Now that's just something I do and still do to this day. Especially when you have to do things back to back to back, and you having to do signings and appearances for Le Portier.
Okay, well, help me understand. You think I go wear shorts and tank top in Connecticut and California and Chicago right now?
Hey, all you need is a little jacket. You can put a little jacket in your duffel real quick. Boom, you good. Or hoodie. You don't need much. You used to the cold. You played in Denver. You played in Baltimore.
Boy, that was 20 years ago.
Nah, listen. I'm just trying to save you on your traveling expenses. Not only expenses, but being able to travel efficient and light. 2 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
Same sweatsuit. Matter of fact, you have a black sweatsuit and a gray one. And those are interchangeable, and you just change the shoes. A pair of white Air Force Ones and a pair of black ones.
I got white Air Force Ones, and that's it. It go with everything.
That's why
the outfits, I don't know. They probably stand up in the corner by themselves when I take them off.
It works though. It works.
Yeah. I hate going to. I just want to come out the airport and hop right into the car, and I'm off. I don't want to stand around baggage claim, and I mean, look, fan. I want to say this. If you see a person standing around baggage claim, don't ask them what they're doing. If I see you standing around baggage claim, what do you think I think you're doing, Ocho?
Waiting on my bag.
What are you doing here? Yeah, I can't get some crab cakes.
He's just trying to start a little conversation, really not knowing.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Ocho, how you doing, man? I be watching Nightcap, man. Y'all be going crazy, man. Y'all be going ham with that thing. I love that show. I love it. Bro, don't come on now.
People be nervous, huh? You got to understand that. People be nervous.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I told you the dude asked me, I was in the strip joint, man, what you doing here? Same thing you doing here. Look at that hoo-ha. That's what I'm doing here. That's what you doing here. What the hell? What you think I'm doing? Ain't no basket, ain't no sporting event going on.
Right. So you were there for the hoo-ha and the wings, huh?
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Right.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, man, y'all, man, I've been watching you and TD, bro. This not the time.
Not right now.
You try to distract me.
Hey, read the room.
Yeah, man. Honey on the stage, bro. I ain't trying to hit up by no TV.
Honey?
I'm looking at Honey right now. That's what I'm looking at. Ooh, Amber.
Amber up next.
Yeah, it's coming to the stage 1.
Mm-hmm. Stage 3, devastation.
Yeah. Honey love.
You never seen devastation, huh? You never seen the devastation? Yeah, it's one named Devastation, boy. She known worldwide. Hey, they call it
chocolate, caramel. Yeah.
Lexus.
Yeah, Mercedes.
Oh, that's throwback. That's throwback.
Yeah. Hey, some of y'all need to be called Hugo, but that's okay. We get that. That's what we're gonna talk about that another day of time, Ocho.